Today, we've got the 2026 governor prediction for the month of August. This one has a little bit of change since the previous month, and it's going to be toward the Dems. So I'm going to start by plugging in the obvious safe states. We don't really need to talk about those much. Now, if you go by some of the polls or if you go by the markets, you're going to have a different map, but that's not really what it's all about. So I would expect some changes between now and election day. Dems could have a nice blue wave, but I think Republicans could pick up a couple of points as we get closer to November. It's still way too early to tell what's going to happen, but once we've got those states out of the way, let's do the likely states. These are going to be between 5 and 10% margins. Let's start with the Dems. First, it's Oregon. Maybe in a red wave, I think Christine Drazan would actually pull it off. She got close last time, but this is Oregon. I don't think she's actually going to be able to do it. Then we've got New Mexico. There's a chance Republicans can make this actually competitive. For now, we're looking at mid to high single digits. Now we've got the open seat in Maine. It's Pingree and it's Charles, and technically a three-way race. I think Pingree is going to get it with a likely margin, but we'll see. Finally, in Rhode Island, Dan McKee looks likely to be primaried out, but after that, Republicans haven't seemed to do a whole lot in this state for governor in a long time. So this is borderline safe, but it's going to be likely. Now, the likely states for the Republicans, we've got four of them. First is Texas. This is going to get Greg Abbott that fourth term. Then we've got New Hampshire. Kelly Ayotte is going to get her second two-year term. Then it's South Carolina. It's an open seat. This maybe could go safe, but I'm going to put it at about 9.5 points. Finally, in Florida, it's the open seat. Byron Donalds, probably over former Republican David Jolly. Now, the competitive states, lean are under 5%, tilt are 1% or less. Let's start in Alaska. This I had it likely Republican, but I'm going to move it down to lean Republican. It's a complicated top four primary with ranked choice voting. And because Governor Dunleavy is not popular, even though he's on his way out, there's an opening here for Dems if they play their cards right. For now, Republicans have the advantage. Then we've got Nevada. Here's a state where the markets think Joe Lombardo is headed for defeat. I tend to think he's going to pull it out by at least 1 or 2%. I'm going to watch it, but I'm going to put it at lean Republican. In Arizona, it's going to be the opposite. Katie Hobbs going to get a second term here over Andy Biggs by a lean rating. Kansas is going to be a flip and a pickup for the Republicans. After 2 terms of Democrats, the state looks like it's going to be more likely than not to go red. Then we've got Iowa. I've had it at lean Republican. A lot of people think it's going to flip. I'm not there yet, but I'm willing to take it down to a tilt Republican rating. I know Rob Sand is highly touted. People think he's going to get it done. He could. It's still early. For now, I'm going to have it as a slight red rating. In Wisconsin, there's action here for the Dems. It could be the furthest to the left candidate, Francesca Hong, as the nominee. That's why the markets have shown this race getting competitive. Because it's still a little bit too early as well, I'm also going to leave my rating here the same as a lean for the Dems. In Michigan, this one also lean for the Dems. Benson over probably John James. In Ohio, I'm also going to keep Vivek Ramaswamy holding this seat for the Republicans over Amy Acton with a lean rating. The last state here is Georgia. This one an extremely tough call. Some of the polling has shown Keisha Lance Bottoms with the edge over Rick Jackson. That's a real possibility. For now, I'm going to keep my rating the same. I know Jackson has a ton of money. It's a coin flip, but I'm going to say he holds it with a tilt rating. And that's it. We've got 23 seats for the Dems, 27 for the Republicans. There's other things you could point out on here, like Mike Lindell, likely to be the nominee now in Minnesota. But ultimately, when it comes to the competitive action, this is what I've got for the prediction for August. Things are probably going to change, but let me know in the comments. What do you think about your prediction for this month? Let me know what you're looking at down below on your way out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Join if you'd like to support the channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.